Hello and welcome to Lifetime Uncorked, the podcast where we discuss your favorite made-for-TV movies. Whether you love to hate watch or hate yourself for loving them, pour up a glass of your favorite cocktail and join us. I am your host, Patrick Serrano, and my guests today are...
I am Drew Current.
I am Carmen Clark.
Yeah,
Carmen Clark.
Yes.
Back on the podcast.
Back.
Yep. Time to. I'm finally back. I told you bring me back for some true crime because I do not care about Christmas movies.
It's true.
So
You're in your wheelhouse now.
yeah.
Now we're really getting into it.
We
or
are.
I'm in my bunker, to bring it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Really
You're
getting in your
a
bunker on
girl
this one.
in a bunker.
Yes.
Which is funny because that's what we're talking about today. Girl in a bunker.
Yep.
Girl
Holla.
in a bunker, which the other one we did.
Yes. with
Girl in a
Rashida.
Box.
Girl in a Box. Same production company, same director, same writer. Mm-hmm. Same thing.
This motherfucker got
Yeah.
Yeah.
some issue
I don't know,
problems.
like maybe, it's a weird fetish where
Yeah.
his first crush was someone who was trapped in a
Box?
Closet.
Sure.
Box.
Yeah, maybe.
Sure, yeah.
Stephen Kemp is his name, the director, writer, and producer. He brought this Girl in a Bunker. Last year, he had Girl in a Box. I'm not saying anything, but police, you might want to check out Stephen
Yeah,
Kemp.
like,
You might
No
wanna
judgment,
check him out.
yeah.
Like, I don't know. Yeah, maybe just
Keep an eye on him.
Yeah, just an eye on him.
Yeah.
Like, you don't need to like question him and
Right.
You know.
bother him.
We're
but
all innocent until we're proven guilty.
but wherever this is made, probably Canada or LA.
There's a basement in Canada somewhere.
Yeah. So just keep an eye on him.
Yeah.
Yes. So, yes, today we are talking about Girl in a Bunker, starring, get ready for it, Drew, Henry Thomas, who you might know as E.T.
As Elliot,
Elliot.
from E.T., not E.T.
From
Yes.
E.T.
Patrick
Whatever.
kept calling him
but he's
E.T.
E.T.
He's
the whole time.
basically E.T. I mean, right?
Can you call him E.T. though instead
The whole
of,
movie?
instead of his
he's going to.
his actor name
Yeah.
or character name?
I pretty much did until Carmen corrected me, was like, so you're saying E.T., but you know his name's Elliot, right? And I was like, oh, yeah, Elliot.
Yeah.
Ouch. But hey, he's getting work.
Dude, good
you know?
for him.
It's been a solid 20, 30
He has
years.
done things
but
in between,
Oh,
but
okay.
it wasn't E.T. to Girl in a Bunker.
I would
But,
love it if
yeah.
it was like
He stopped at
formerly
E.T..
from E.T. and now in Girl in a Bunker. It's
Yeah.
E.T.
Quite
Henry
elite.
Thomas.
Yeah.
Good
Also
for you, Henry. Good
good
job,
for
man.
you.
Get back in there.
Also starring Julia Lalonde.
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 I just have IMDb pulled up. So
Yeah, me too.
again, I have not seen this movie. I never watched them.
And Moira Kelly. Moira Kelly.
Wait, so which one was which? The
Julia Lalonde is from Anne of Green Gables.
Okay, so she was the
I'm
girl,
pretty
the
sure she was
titular
the girl.
girl in the bunker. Okay.
Yeah.
She's the girl. She's the one
girl
that
in the
plays.
bunker.
She's in the bunker. Okay.
Yes. And
And
then
then
the
the
other
other one
one
was the
is
mom.
the mom.
Moira.
Madeline
Madeline
Schoaf.
Yes.
Madeline Schoaf.
She did say that a lot in the movie. Like, I'm Madeline Schoaf. Like,
Oh.
do you remember?
Well, I didn't write down anyone's name because I was like, what is happening in this movie? This is crazy. But yes. And then, I was obsessed with E.T. being in the movie.
Yes.
So it was hard for me to focus. Hard for me to focus.
I'm glad E.T. is in this movie.
Yeah.
This goes right into my realm of what movies I like to watch.
Yeah.
And
E.T., he
science
went
fiction.
to space and he came back to trap a girl in a bunker and make a new friend.
Yeah.
He put like Reese's Pieces trail, like a trail.
He did that.
To get Elizabeth Schoaf in the bunker and,
And it worked.
Yeah, and
And,
then-
she's like, ooh.
And then he
ooh, a
hid,
Reese's Pieces.
Yeah, he
ooh,
hid
another
in a
one.
bunch of like stuffed animals and like put a blonde wig on. It was great.
Yeah.
Not to make light of this true story
No,
that
it is a
actually
true
happened.
story.
This is a true story.
Sure,
happened.
sure.
Very fucked up.
Yeah.
So,
Oh,
we're-
another Reese's.
look,
another
a
one.
Reese's.
Oh, look, there's another one right there. Oh,
No.
another. What? There's another one.
Hey, look. If Elizabeth Schoaf really followed Reese's, then I could make fun of her all day because
And I am not trying to make fun of her, but
right.
At least in the movie, it took her a little longer than it should have for her to realize. Like, even E.T. was like, do you understand that I've kidnapped you?
Yes.
And she's like, oh, yeah.
Oh, yes. So we'll get to it.
Okay.
So,
Yeah.
okay. So, Drew, it starts off, it's September 2006. Now, by the styling of the movie and the way they shot the movie, it would appear to be set in the same time period as E.T. the movie,
Yes.
the 80s.
It did look very 80s.
Looked very 80s.
Okay.
The cars were 80s. The
Do they
clothes
not-
were 80s.
They don't realize how not that long ago 2006
I feel like
was.
E.T., the actor E.T., who I'm calling E.T.,
Yes.
was
Henry Thomas.
he stipulated in his contract, like, I only appear in 80s movies. You must make this an 80s movie. Stranger Things is hot right now, and we're gonna make this like a Stranger Things 80s thing.
Okay.
And
Maybe he did.
Stephen Kemp was like, sure.
He's like, sure.
You
I
got
don't-
it, E.T. You're
He's
in my
like,
movie.
Yeah.
What? Oh, I don't give
You
a
got
fuck at all. I don't care
So,
about
but
this at all.
but really, this happened in 2006, so not that long
or
ago.
maybe they're just saying that, was it North Carolina or South Carolina? That they're
North
just
Carolina,
really behind.
Lug off, North Carolina. So maybe kind of like a podunk area.
or
Yeah.
what the director thinks North Carolina looks like.
Exactly. He's from Canada. He's like, people live in trailers
They're
in
probably
Canada.
podunk,
Whatever.
eh?
Who cares? They're by the woods, right?
Yeah.
So Lizzie or Elizabeth is her name, and only her mom calls her Lizzie. That's very important. It will come back.
Yeah.
Okay.
Lizzie with one Z, by
Yeah.
the way. Which, come on.
It's weird. but
Lizzie
okay.
McGuire has two Z's. Should have two Z's.
Most Lizzies have two Z's, not
Just
just,
saying.
yeah.
Yeah.
She's a normal teenage girl. She wears lipstick and
And mascara.
and
We'll
mascara.
come back to that.
She watches her little brother. She's like maybe kind of popular.
Okay.
We're getting a little popular. She has a Daisy backpack. She's like very preteen,
Yeah.
like 14. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
She's young.
She also has a boyfriend
Yes.
named Case.
Or Kale, as I like to call him.
Yes, Kale. Kale is what Sarah
Yeah.
named him, but
Yes.
Kale.
But his real name
Is
is
Case.
Case. Like a case of beer.
Yeah.
And
Or
she has a best
Chase.
friend who has
Yeah.
red hair. And they start off the movie in the classroom, and a girl gets taken away. Her name's Lucy. And we're like, why are we seeing this girl being taken from class? It'll come back.
Okay.
It'll come back.
in the
Oh,
last
okay.
5 minutes. I mean, seriously. But
Yeah,
okay.
but that's how all Lifetime movies are. So on her way to school, Lizzie and her mom get into a fight because Lizzie forgot her mascara at home.
Yeah.
And she's very angry. She's like, gotta go back. I need my mascara so Case can love me. I'm 14.
I mean, that's true.
They do
Right.
show flashbacks, and
You can-
Case is specifically like, your eyes look really good.
Yeah, your eyes look great today. What's
mean,
going on?
When
No-
you're 14,
No 14-year-old
or
boy has ever.
Complimented someone's makeup? No.
when you're 14 or 15, you can only be in love with someone if they have a shitload of mascara on.
It's true. And
It's true.
they say, like, you can never have too much mascara, which I learned is
It's
not
false.
true.
You can't just. It's gonna get clumpy. You
Yeah.
can have too much mascara.
Yeah, you can
Carmen
have
was
too
like,
much.
you can have
False.
too much. And I was like, what happens?
Yeah,
What
I was
happens when you put on too
nothing
much?
Crazy.
It's like, you don't want to know.
Right. Oh, God. So the mom's like, we're not going back. I'm late for work. We got to go. And Lizzie has this really bad attitude. So the mom's like, if you're going to have this attitude, don't even bother coming back home. Famous last words.
Famous last words.
Famous last words.
Oh, boy.
So Lizzie goes to school. We're now going to refer to her as Elizabeth because her mom's done with her.
Okay.
Elizabeth is coming off the bus going home from school now, and it's her best friend and Case.
Case, yeah.
And he's
He's
like,
got a little weed.
hey, you want to smoke some weed? And she's like,
Yeah.
no, I don't smoke weed.
Oh.
Say no to drugs. Nancy Reagan.
Yeah.
But her friend's
Nancy
like,
Reagan, 80s.
yeah, 80s, because this is set in the
Yes,
80s, but
yes.
really it's 2006. And her friend's like, I'll hit that bong. Give me that bong.
No, it was a joint. But
Right, but she's sort of like, I'll hit that bong. Give me that bong.
It did not happen.
No, it didn't happen. So she smokes the weed, and then the boyfriend is like, here, let me put this weed in your backpack because I have to hide it
Yeah.
from my parents.
Where's boyfriend?
Right.
By the way, like, my parents will kill me if they find this. Okay, and
Like,
mine
oh, yours
won't.
are fine.
Okay.
Right. So Elizabeth is like, fine. He's like, hey, do you want to ride home? And she's like, no, I'll just walk. Famous last words.
Yeah.
Famous last words. I'll just walk home.
Everything is.
When I could have gotten a ride,
Why didn't she want a ride?
she wanted to walk. It was a nice day. She's 14.
Okay.
Got to get her cardio in. Who knows?
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I guess
So she's almost home in her driveway, And in the woods, someone says, hey, little girl. Basically, right?
Sure. I don't remember exactly what he said. He probably could have said that.
He was just like,
Oi!
hey, you. And she's like, yes? He's like, I'm with the whatever county police. See my badge?
It was like quinoa.
Yeah. I'm
Kershaw.
I'm
Kershaw,
from I'm the Quinoa County Police.
Mm-hmm.
And
I got
I heard that you have weed and your brother was smoking weed and he's in the backyard with my other officers. Come here right now. I'm going to handcuff you and take you back and we're going to question you and your brother. And she's like, my brother? Oh no, my brother got in trouble. I love him. And he puts her in handcuffs.
I know him.
I know my brother.
Oh, my brother? I know him.
Yeah.
Yes. And he puts a little collar around her. He's like, hey, this is a bomb. If you run away, this bomb will explode and you'll die. By the way, I'm a policeman. If you didn't know that I was a policeman, I'm telling you I'm a policeman. Okay.
And she still kind of thinks that it's a policeman.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know.
So he takes her to the backyard and she's walking by the backyard. She's like, where's my brother and the other officers? And he's like, I don't know. Keep walking. And she's like, okay. They keep walking and they're like in the middle of the woods now. And he's like, all right, I'm going to tell you the truth. I'm not a cop.
Now that I got this bomb collar on your
I'm not a cop. Surprise. You should have known that I wasn't a cop.
He literally
says,
He's
you
like,
should have known.
It's kind of your fault that I collared your neck with a bomb collar.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he's like, do what I say or you'll regret it. By the way, I was in E.T. the movie. Direct quote.
Yes. No, that did happen. That part did happen.
By the way, do you recognize me? Here, I'll give you a hint.
Ouch. Ouch. Yes.
Oh, wait, you're 14.
Yeah, she didn't know that.
You don't get that reference.
You haven't
don't
seen
get that
any
reference.
movies yet.
No.
You're 14.
And he does make a lot of
Yes.
references to things.
He's
and
like,
it's
do you
like,
remember Rambo? And she's like,
no.
I know.
It's 2006 and I'm 14. No, I don't know Rambo.
Yeah, you haven't gotten to that point. Wow.
Anyways,
really?
so he uncovers like he dusts off some leaves and he like pulls up a thing in the ground and it's a stairway to like a bunker.
Spoiler alert. Yeah, bunker.
Oh, if you didn't know.
Is it? Hold on. Is it a bunker?
Yes, and he's gonna put the girl
I knew
in
it.
the bunker.
I knew it.
I know. And he takes her to underground.
Okay,
and
wait. What were your first thoughts on the bunker? Because my first thoughts were, wait, I could be living rent free.
Oh yeah, I thought it was pretty nice.
Yeah.
I
Had
mean,
a shower.
You'd be like, it's got a shower.
yeah, so
it's got
true.
Food.
Here's all the cool
It
things in the
had
bunker. I
everything
wrote
in
them
a
down.
bunker.
The bunker has. Let me find it in my notes.
All the amended.
It has a solar power shower. Okay.
Fuck yeah.
A propane tank.
Cool.
A composting toilet.
Oh, good.
It has like a 12 volts electrical system.
Just-
so there's
Yeah,
lights.
it's got like a hot
There's a
plate.
little TV.
Off the grid.
There's a bed.
There is a bed.
Wait, there's a TV?
There's a TV.
Oh, I'd be good.
Everything.
Give me food and TV, and that's all I need. And a bathroom.
It's still kind of creepy because it's underground. You know, it's like
Yeah.
living in a garden apartment.
Right.
You know,
But I can live in a garden apartment. I've lived in garden
you don't
apartments.
have, yeah.
They're
right?
fine.
I mean, this girl should appreciate where she was living.
I don't
for
know what the
10
big
days.
deal is with this.
No. Guys, this is a real thing, and we should not be
Yeah.
making fun of it.
We're talking about the character in the film.
The character, not the actual
not
person.
the actual person.
Not the
Yes,
actual people.
because
who had
this
to deal
movie
with this shit.
was ridiculous. I'm just going to say it. If you couldn't tell from my tone, not the same effect as Girl in a Box. I'm just going to say that. Girl in a Box, I was like, whoa, this is really
holy shit.
fucked up, and I'm very disturbed. This movie, I was like, what happened?
I mean, in real, like IRL, I'm sure it was probably
Hell
very
yeah.
scary.
Yes.
Because she was in there for what, like 10
days. But also, this
Yeah.
movie had the family involved, so it took us like out of her. It took us out of her perspective
Okay.
and gave us the parents' perspective. So we kind of got a little break from the trauma. It's not like in Girl in a Box, we just followed the
It was
girl.
just
it was just
pounded
her
into you that it's just like,
nonstop
this
getting
is-
whipped,
yeah.
getting like. She was a sex slave. It was horrible. I mean, this actual person was raped, and like, you know, all these terrible things happened to her. But the movie
Only really shows,
didn't really depict.
alludes to one rape scene, which they're saying is like her losing her virginity, which sucks. but she's fantasizing about Case.
Yeah.
So,
It was
cool?
done
I
like
don't know. It was weird.
It was done like in a quote unquote tasteful way, but it was like a weird choice.
Okay.
It was a weird choice.
All right.
So continuing on, Lizzie's mom realizes that her daughter is gone, and because the brother's like, she didn't come home, and she leaves work and she's frantic. She calls the police.
Oh, the police.
Here's the thing with the police, Drew. They are very like, she ran away.
Yeah, she
She's
just
not
ran
missing.
away.
Give it a couple days. Who cares?
Yeah, this is in 2007. Like, I didn't think they still were just like, oh, it's fine.
Right.
Like, I thought you had to kind of
Yeah.
pursue that immediately when it's a child or of
Right.
a certain
Right.
age.
Someone. Yeah.
But they were very dismissive, and like, they're like, there's nothing we can do. So good luck.
Yeah.
Good luck to
I
you.
feel
She'll be
like
back.
when they do that in movies, that it's an exaggeration. Still, I know that does
Yeah.
happen.
Yeah.
And happen. But I feel like it's still like an exaggerate. It's just like in a movie. It's like, this is a movie, so we got to make the cops and we got to make the tension rise of be like, no, you gotta do something. And they're like, hey, calm down. You're being crazy, lady.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Well-
There were like the two dumb cops.
The
and
two
then there
dumb
was,
ones,
like,
and then the hot.
guy who was like getting everything right. But
Yeah, the hot cop.
Well, okay. So go to the hot cop immediately.
The
Always.
hot cop on the third day. Third day she's missing, which I think is true because it took 10 days to find her. So they also the one we watched was a special edition of this movie, and it had interspliced interviews with the actual people. So they interviewed like the cop,
Okay.
Steve, and he was like, yeah, I didn't really believe it, so it took a couple days.
No, they real
and
cops like say like we didn't think it was.
We didn't
anything
think it was
serious.
I wonder if that would be hard though. Like as a cop, if
Right.
you're just like, my 14-year-old daughter we just got in a fight and we're bitching
about mascara.
about mascara and okay, I see what you mean. It's like,
Right.
'cause they're like, yeah, like
She probably just ran away from your fight. That you had.
she's probably at the boyfriend's house or something. Like,
Yeah,
or something.
exactly.
Probably check there before
Calling us.
freaking out. You know,
Yeah.
But on the third day, they actually arrange a search party to start going out and combing the woods by the house. And Hot Cop is like delegating everything. He's getting
Cop.
it done. He's got like a shaved head. He's super hot.
He
right.
wasn't. I mean, he's fine.
And he
is that Officer Kitson?
I think he was like the sheriff
Oh,
or something.
I don't know what his name
he was
was.
like a higher rank.
He was hot.
oh, Sheriff Thompson.
Yeah.
that sounds right.
Okay.
Ugh.
So
Yeah, this guy's pretty hot.
they go by
pretty
the
hot guy.
bunker. Like everyone's like walking by the bunker, and we see like Elizabeth and E.T., which in the movie his name's like Vincent.
I thought his name was Vincent.
So did
But
I.
his name is
Vincent.
Vincent.
Vincent Filia.
I feel like his parents wanted to name him Vincent and just didn't
They couldn't
know how
land.
to spell it.
Yeah, they couldn't land that.
They were like, I think this is it.
But we're not going to call him Vincent.
No.
We're going to call him E.T.
CT.
So just so you know the real person, if you want to Google him, his name is Vincent.
No, it's
Vincent.
Vincent
It is not yet.
Filia.
Yes. And he's a real creepy dude.
And it sounds super made up. Probably is.
No, that's his
So
name.
they're all walking by the bunker, and he holds a gun to her head, and he tells her to keep quiet. And he's like, they're never going to find you because they were right here, and they didn't see the bunker. That's how good I made this bunker.
That's
It's
how
like
good my bunker
he's
is.
very nerding out on how cool his bunker is, and he's like, yeah, check this out. I built this myself.
I mean, that's fair. It's a cool bunker.
I mean, yeah, true. If it
Yeah,
wasn't
sorry.
a situation where she was kidnapped, I would be like,
I'd
cool
be like,
bunker.
dude,
But-
this is a cool ass bunker,
Yeah,
man.
I can't
can I
enjoy it,
stay here
though.
for 10 days?
Yes. And he tells her that he built this bunker actually for his wife.
Okay.
His wife, who he calls Peanut.
Yes. Peanut.
And she hurt him by lying, and she told the police that
They
he
always do.
raped her. and they took her out of state and put her in protection. She's in like protection of somewhere.
Yep.
And since his wife couldn't come to the bunker, he has replaced the wife with Elizabeth. Basically, is what he
That
tells her.
makes sense.
Wow, I mean, he's pretty. He's right out. He's getting right out there and saying,
Yeah, really efficient.
Yeah.
Like I got
Saying
this
it.
bunker. I
Okay.
need someone to fill. Like I'm gonna go get someone.
"Great, I don't."
He
good
opens up
profile
to
on
her,
yourself.
and she's like touching his leg and being like, "I understand." She's like trying to be empathetic to like so he doesn't kill her. You know what I mean?
right, yeah.
No, she's playing the game. Like,
Yeah,
she's
she
good.
totally is. That's how I knew she was popular in high school because I'm like, she's like working
Yeah,
this a
she
little bit.
knows.
Working this guy, yeah.
Yeah.
And he tells her that he's put bombs all around the bunker, and if she tries to escape and run away, the bombs will explode, and it's booby trapped to the wazoo.
He's just like, "Look, here's the thing. It's booby trapped to the wazoo. There's bombs everywhere. You don't know where they are."
These bombs never
Just
go
saying.
off, by the way, during all the searches.
No, like
Right.
I don't
That's
think
what-
they're actually
Why aren't they?
bombs.
they're
Lighten
definitely
the
air
bombs.
quotes bombs.
Yeah.
bombs. Also, do you want to talk about his tinfoil blanket?
Oh yes.
Okay.
Yeah, so he has a little
Oh, yeah.
big ass sheet of tinfoil. Like he just like went to Target and bought a big roller.
I didn't know you could buy those.
Oh, maybe at Costco.
Well, you can buy
You
those.
could buy
Like,
the
those heat.
industrial size things. It was aluminum foil sheet.
Oh, okay. It wasn't.
It
It wasn't,
wasn't-
like the those heat
No,
thing.
it
Okay.
was a blanket-sized. It
Aluminum
was like a
foil.
space blanket. Have you seen like
Yeah.
not Breaking Bad, the other Better Call?
Oh yeah. No,
Better
I mean
Call
a
Saul.
space
He
blanket.
has a space blanket.
They have those. Yeah.
So he puts it over them when the helicopters fly by because, you know, there's a search party, and he's like, this will block infrared.
Like the heat sensors.
Oh, infrared. Oh, it definitely.
Is that
doesn't.
true?
No.
Oh, okay.
Nope.
Well, see, this is
I
why
mean-
we would be kidnapped, Carmen, because we would be like, oh, yeah, I believe you.
Actually, infrared, because like, or they would be like, it wouldn't block heat sensing, because
Yeah.
because it's made to generate more heat in your body, like
Right.
It goes
But
back
it
into
worked.
I mean, they couldn't find them with
I mean,
this.
it worked in the movie. I'm
Yeah,
sure it worked
that's
in the
true.
movie.
I don't know.
Just like putting mud on yourself protects you from the heat vision of the predator
oh.
in the
That's
Predator.
true, yeah.
Also, to
movie.
pass the time, instead of hiding under aluminum foil, they have shooting practice with the
Yeah.
gun, which isn't an actual gun; it's a BB gun.
Okay.
And E.T. shows Elizabeth how to shoot the gun, gives her the gun to play target practice with a bucket. Okay, shows her how to take off the safety, everything.
He's
Okay.
like, you're good at this.
You're really good.
Wow, you're
Let's
really
keep practicing
Yeah.
shooting this gun. And she's like, yes, please show me how to shoot this gun.
I like it too. I like it too,
She's like,
man.
You're a great teacher.
You're my favorite person ever.
You're the
Yeah.
best.
Yeah.
But no, the worst.
Yeah.
And also,
Can you tell, like in the acting and in those scenes, that she's like, yes, let me learn this gun thing.
I don't
No.
think so.
No.
Okay.
No.
Yeah.
I would say that the actress playing Elizabeth didn't have the duality to pull
doesn't
it
have
off.
that. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's fair.
She could have done better.
Well, she's probably actually
She's
14.
actually 14.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, you know, she's fine for 14.
Like, what did you know? 14, nothing.
Well, that's
Excuse
why
me.
I was so surprised.
we were
that
we were acting
the girl
classes
actually,
together when we were
like,
14.
knew to do that. I was kind of like, okay, girl. Like, I wouldn't think instinctually it would be like, oh, I have to make this man think I am in love with him. But
Right.
She knew to do that.
That is pretty good. That's the best acting ever.
And he was stupid enough to believe that, which is like, okay, why?
Yeah, you
Why?
dumb ET. Also, to pass the time, they go on night walks, okay? And on these night walks, they go to a car in the middle of the woods and
Okay.
get more supplies like ramen noodles and water.
No.
Oh, no, not water.
Yes.
Water's from the river.
Yes.
Okay.
So someone is bringing them food, but not water, and they just drink river
water.
And he's like, if you boil it, it's fine.
I mean, it is.
But it's gross.
It's
like
gross.
if somebody's bringing and it's his girlfriend. His girlfriend. He has a girlfriend.
Wait, he has
apparently,
a girlfriend?
including a wife and a girlfriend. Okay, the girlfriend is bringing supplies and putting it in the car because he's texting her on his cell phone.
Bitch, bring me water.
Bring water, girlfriend. And the girlfriend's not like, why do you need this? What are you doing in the woods? Like she's just bringing it. No problem. We'll meet her later, and then you'll see.
Okay.
I know.
Okay.
Drew's like, what?
Okay. Well, we'll see. We'll see if we meet her later.
So then, like, a helicopter comes by, and E.T. is like, let's run back to the bunker. And Elizabeth loses her shoe, which I thought would come back, but it didn't.
But I feel like she did it on purpose,
Yeah.
too, right? Like
Like leaving a clue.
This girl's smart. I don't think I would have done all that when I was
Right.
14.
No,
I just
but-
would have been like crying, like my life sucks.
Yeah, here we go.
basically,
I live in a bunker now.
Yeah.
But she's like, sneaking around, trying to like get saved.
Yeah.
She's
Yeah.
actively trying to save herself. The next day, speaking of saving herself, Elizabeth gets the phone because she saw the phone, and she tries to message her mom, like, "Hey, it's me, Lizzie, with one Z, and I am in a bunker. Come save me. I'm fine, but I won't be for long."
Yeah.
Basically,
Yeah.
that type of thing.
Right.
And she's trying to like go to the door of the bunker and hang it up there and like get a signal because she's obviously underground and can't send it.
Yeah. All while E.T. is sleeping because he's a very sound sleeper.
He loves to sleep. He has his shirt off a lot of the movie, just like in E.T. the original movie. Elliot had his shirt off a
No, he
lot.
what?
Just saying.
He does. He just likes having his shirt
Yeah,
on.
I think Elliot just likes having his shirt off.
Bless him. Let him have it. Let him do that.
And she also, while he's sleeping, tries to shoot him with the BB gun, but she gets it stuck. Like she
it
gets she jams the gun or something.
Again, he
Just
doesn't
shoot him
wake up.
with a BB gun?
Well,
Uh-huh.
he says like if
That
you
would just-
shoot someone point blank with this, like it
it
can
will
kill them.
Not true.
No.
Also, I think this ET man is a
Is it a
liar.
pellet gun? Because a pellet gun is
Yeah,
a
I'm
little
pretty
more...
sure he's just a liar.
I think he just lies about everything.
Yeah.
Or he just doesn't know.
True.
He just is like, but if you do... He's just bragging. He's like, but if you put it... someone's face, kill him.
Right.
Like
I
that.
mean, it would hurt.
It
It
hurt
would
a
hurt.
lot. It
And then
wouldn't
she
kill
could
you.
maybe get away.
Would not kill you, though.
So eventually the message goes through to the mom. And the mom gets a text, okay? And the first question she says is, should we call this number back?
Oh my god.
Should we call this number back? And it's a whole thing. She calls the police come and like, well, did you call the number? And she's like, oh, should I? And like, here, give us the phone, you dumb bitch. We'll call it for you.
And the little brother is like, wait a minute. Why would we call them? Like, if we call them, then they'll know that she sent the message. Like, thank you, little brother.
Yeah, don't call the number that sent the
No.
message.
Yeah.
It's obviously
Oh, and that's
like,
the little brother saying that shit?
Yeah.
Good
Yeah.
job, dude.
And the cop actually says, like, oh, who's the cop here?
yeah, who's the professional? And then he calls and he's like, weird, it went to voicemail. Should I leave a message? They're like, no, stop.
No, dude.
Why is this happening?
Why are you the worst fucking cops
Thankfully,
ever?
Hot cop.
Hot Cop comes and he's like, I hope no one tried to call this number because we should
Yeah.
just track the phone number with our cop equipment.
Yeah.
You dumb idiots.
Fucking idiots.
And he's like, he stops the nonsense, takes the phone, tracks the number.
It's still post 9/11. We can do anything we want. We
Right.
can get any information we want.
They track the number to the house where Vincent E.T. lives with
The girlfriend.
The girlfriend. And they interrogate the girlfriend, who is like a hot mess.
Just
Yeah.
a hot mess.
And she's like, I don't know what you're talking about. But eventually she admits that she's been taking stuff to the car. They go find the car in the woods. And they're like, okay, obviously he's within walking distance. Let's recomb the area. And they are like debating on whether they should release the information to the press about the text
Yeah.
coming through because they want to like call his bluff. But the parents are like, if you do that, he's going to kill her because
Yeah.
they're going to know.
Right.
Yeah.
But the cops do release the information to the press.
Yeah. Hot cop is like, I think he's a wuss. I don't think he would kill her. He's just going to run away.
Right. And he, like,
Oh, boy.
E.T. sees the news story
It's a hell of a risk.
and gets very
It was a
angry.
huge risk.
Yeah, it really was. And he gets very angry with Elizabeth, but she's like, I would never lie to you. I didn't do it.
She
I
convinces
promise.
him that she didn't send the text, but like who else would else
Right.
would have sent that text?
But he believes her.
She's like, I love you. I would never hurt you. And he's like, okay.
I guess that, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, okay. But that actually that would make sense for someone like crazy like this.
Right.
Who, like, it is based on straight ego. And if like, it's depending on her life, she's like, what? Like, it's it's a type of fight
Yeah.
rather than flight kind of thing, and being like, no, I love you.
Oh, no,
and how could I have even done that?
No, I understand her motivation.
Oh, but I mean,
I'm saying him believing it.
Oh, I
'Cause
can
he's
I
an
can believe
idiot.
that. So
He just believes
hard.
what he wants to
You're like,
hear.
I believe that.
Well, no, because you're so crazy. Like at that point, you're so insane. Like you're doing this because you're so. But like it's the ego that is involved in doing something like kidnapping, and thinking that you're like I need you to love me. I need you this.
Right.
Like that is like bananas type of thinking, and I think that's easy. It's easy to go like, okay, well, yeah, you're right. Thanks for saying that you love me.
So he does believe her, and then he's like, I'm gonna run away. You're gonna stay here. Mm-hmm. But before he goes, he does tell her that because she's like, what about your wife? Like, you want to marry me and like make me your wife, but what about your actual wife? And he's like, oh yeah, by the way, Peanut was my girlfriend's daughter, and the police took her away because she was a child, and I loved her. And it turns out it was Elizabeth's classmate that got taken away in the beginning of the movie, Lucy.
Oh.
So she's like, wait,
yeah.
Lucy from my school? Like, what the fuck? Like, this guy is nuts.
You motherfucker.
But he leaves, and she doesn't wait. She like starts climbing out, and she's like, hello, help me. And who comes to save her? Hot cop comes,
Hell yeah, hot cop.
picks her up.
Throws his jacket over her.
Yep.
It's like, I got you.
Takes her to the hospital, and the families reunite at the hospital, and that's the end of the movie.
Hot
That
cop.
is the end of the movie. I do like when the nurse
This movie
is like,
should be called Hot Cop.
it should be
It
called
should.
Hot Cop. The
That
nurse
cop
is
was
like,
hot.
when the family comes, they're like, she's in here, but don't touch her. Yeah, no, they're gonna.
Yeah,
they're
they all
gonna
like
touch her.
hug her. It's like, oh,
Yeah.
we don't care.
No, this,
Yeah.
this is our fams.
The actual man was sentenced to like 400 something years without parole. So he is in jail forever.
Yeah, bye.
Well, that's good.
And the actual girl, Elizabeth, has been very vocal about like, hey, kids, don't talk to strangers and that type of stuff. Like she's an advocate for
This
like
is
all
very-
that.
Hey, if someone puts a
again.
bomb around your neck and says they're a cop, they're not.
They're not a cop.
No.
Right.
Cops, she just goes around just explaining that like cops don't have those.
Yes.
No, they
Cops
do not.
don't have collar
Bomb-
bombs.
yeah, collar
they don't have
bombs,
collar
no.
bombs.
Yes, and she went on like a press tour and like did like spoke to everybody. Like she like even like right after she was very vocal about it because I guess the trauma didn't hit her really about what had happened, and now she's like dealing with it more that she's been like working on this Lifetime movie and stuff.
Well,
but
what happened like in real life? Was there a lot of weird, nasty shit that happened to her, or was it just like?
I mean,
like,
she was definitely
kind of fucky and weird.
She was definitely raped in the bunker, and it says that in the trailer there was like canned food, pornography, tasers, handcuffs, guns. So like mentally fucked with for sure.
Okay.
So it's not like nothing happened, but I think she just kind of put it out of her mind and was like trying to advocate for people to
she's
not
just
happen
like,
again.
you know what? This was fucked up, and it shouldn't happen again.
Right?
Anybody.
Exactly.
That's fair.
And she did speak in the documentary that was intercut with the movie. Like she was actually speaking, and she was involved in the production, which I think speaks to Lifetime's. I mean, the movie was not very well done, but I think that they included the family and her in the production of it speaks to their credit. You know, they didn't just like exploit this story.
Right. They were actually like showing it. So yeah.
Right.
That's me.
So,
Well, that makes sense.
Carmen, on the podcast, we either pour it up or put a cork in it. What are you going to do to this movie?
I mean, that's hard because the movie was not that good.
Right.
But it's an interesting story and it has E.T.
Right.
Yeah.
So I guess I would pour it up.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Drew?
Yeah. Blind pour it up immediately because ET's in it.
That's true.
Also,
E.T.?
because I don't see it, so I'm just like, just from what you guys are telling me. First reason, ET's in it.
Yeah.
Second reason, Hot Cop.
Hot Cop.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm gonna pour it up for Hot Cop.
Hey,
Yeah.
You know,
I liked Hot Cop.
because you know what, my brother-in-law
Oh,
He's a hot cop.
he is a hot cop.
Oh.
He's a
He
hot
is.
cop.
And I met him in real life without his uniform, and I was like, he's nice. And then when I saw him when he got his like uniform on, I was like, ooh, who that?
Yeah, he's a hot cop. I'll give him that.
He's a hot cop.
So the uniform really does transform.
It does.
It does, man. Like
Totally
even,
does.
I was like, God damn, dude.
Yeah. It's like superheroes for real times.
Right.
I am going to actually put a cork in it. I know I'm going against popularity, which
That's
isn't
okay.
my thing because I love
You
popularity.
got to stay true to
But E.T. as a child,
You are
scared-
no longer popular.
Yeah, I'm not popular.
With me and
so hard
Carmen.
for me to say. But E.T. as a child, I was scared of E.T. Very scary movie, very sad. So this movie, like the topic or the actual story is interesting to me, but I don't think it was the most well done. I would have rather followed Elizabeth's story and like taken a lot of the family filler
Yeah,
out. It
that's
just wasn't
true.
necessary and like
Yeah.
kind of
That's fair.
cliche.
That's fair.
Like the family stuff was so cliche written, and like I'm like I've seen what's that movie where it's like Sean Penn and his daughter goes missing? Oh, Lovely
Mystic
Bones.
River? Oh.
Mystic
Mystic
River.
River,
Mystic
yeah.
River. Yeah, done better. The Killing, done better.
Well, yeah.
All those type of things, like
Yeah.
done way better. So follow the protagonist or the actual person that happened and show me her struggle. I don't really care about the family.
Yeah.
That's what I'm
fair.
gonna say.
Or follow Hot Cop
Follow Hot Cop the whole time.
the whole time.
Yeah.
Just could be like, hey, wait a minute, I'm this cop, and wait a minute, this sounds weird. Something's fucky with this,
Yes.
and then
Yeah, you can just fast forward through
and follow
the
him
family
and be like,
parts.
wait a minute, what about this? Though?
Yes.
Hot
Carmen,
Cop.
before we go, I have a question about like true crime
Mm-hmm.
type of things. I know you don't watch a lot of true crime movies, but what do you
No.
think like people's fascination with like true crimes would be, or like why is it interesting to like? I mean, they're very popular, like movies, documentaries, books, podcasts.
I mean, for me personally, and I've heard other true crime enthusiasts also speak to this point, is that I have a huge, like, dying in a violent way is number one fear. Well,
Yeah.
tied with airplane crash. And it's almost like,
That'd be a pretty violent way to die.
yeah, okay,
Yeah.
I guess that
Hell
counts
yeah.
as
So
violent.
it,
Okay.
that counts as violent.
But like murdered,
yeah,
Right.
by another person.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So like you would think it would be weird then to want to read all about it. But I mean, I fall asleep to like audiobooks of true crime or like murder shows. Like it's just like comforting for me.
Mm-hmm.
And it's kind of like you are learning. It's almost like, okay, this happened. So I better not,
Yeah.
do
It's like
all
it's
these things. Not that
cautionary
anyone
prepping.
deserves it, but it's kind
Yeah.
of like things to look out for and just like being aware.
of your surroundings,
Yeah.
of like anything
Like-
that
It's a
could go down.
prepping sort of thing. Like,
Like
Yeah.
knowing that all this stuff has happened and can happen feels comforting. Not comforting, but like
Yeah.
it feels better
Yeah.
than not knowing about it.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
I'd
Right.
rather know that this is a possibility so I can
So you get it's
be
like
on the lookout for it.
You guys, it's like the version of like preppers, like people prepping
Yes,
for
murder
an
preppers.
apocalypse.
Yeah.
Yes.
But it's you're actually prepping for a thing that will probably
Probably,
most likely
yeah.
happen way more than an apocalypse.
Yeah.
is murder. It's murder prepping.
Right.
But also probably not happen to me.
Right. But
I mean,
it could.
it could.
It's more. Well, I'm just saying
so
it's
could
more
Doomsday.
likely. I'm saying it's more likely than doomsday happening.
True.
Right? It's more likely
Yep.
to just some fucking piece of
I
shit.
mean,
will
look how
kill
many
you.
Lifetime movies are based on true stories of this happening.
Yeah.
Yeah,
A
that's
lot.
true.
And how many true stories of an apocalypse happening? There's none. They're all science fiction.
There's none.
They're all
Right.
science fiction.
Right. So cool. That wraps up our conversation about Girl in the Bunker. Good segue for another podcast on the network that I want to plug about true crime, since we're talking about a true crime podcast or true crime movie with a true crime podcast.
True
you
crime
should
movie? True
check
crime.
out Doc Hard on
Hard.
Universe Head Network with Cooey and Bex. They cover a documentary. They do true crime. They do actually a bunch of different types of documentaries.
Yeah, all sorts of documentaries.
But you
All of
definitely
them.
should check them out. Doc Hard on Universe Head Podcast Network. That wraps up our conversation today. Carmen, do you have anything you'd like to plug in this segment of the end of the show?
I have nothing to plug.
Okay.
That's
well,
fine. And that's okay.
Yeah,
You
that's
know what?
fine.
And that is okay.
I'm just a regular schmegular person.
just a regular
to quote
gal.
Cardi, you know.
There you go. Drew, anything for you?
You can follow me at Drew but with pants on Instagram.
Yeah.
I post pictures of my cat, my garbage shitty cat, and I also am the co-host of the Not Safe for Work podcast, also on the Universe Ed Podcast Network.
There you go. Check out all those podcasts. Thank you both for being here.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Yeah, thank you, listeners, for checking back in with Lifetime on Court. We watch these movies so you don't have to, but if you do, we'd love to hear from you. You can email me. You can find me at Patrick Miguel or the podcast at Lifetime on Court. Don't forget to rate and review us on Apple Podcasts. Okay, that's it. Bye.
Bye.